Hey there, hope everybody's doing well. And in this video, I want to talk about Bitcoin and CRO because Bitcoin at the moment has created this pattern, which, in my opinion, is really, really bullish. But obviously, I'll get into that in just a while. But as we can see, actually, on the hour this morning, that it's a bit of a mixed bag here. It's a bit of red, a bit of green. We can see CRO there at up 0.6% at the moment. But as we go, we can see on the day it's getting greener and greener and greener. And then on the monthly, we're all still red. We can see Floki is still down, 34%. HBAR still down 23%. Audi down 22%. We've got Beam, like the gaming fight actually has just been hit really, really bad. But I'm hoping at some point that's going to come back with a bang and make a lot of people a lot of money. But also really excited some of the games that are coming out. But obviously we've got Atom down and Phil down. We've got Brett down at 36%. But we all know when it comes to meme coins like Brett, Pepe, Ponky, they can drop down really heavily, but at the same time, they could really pump to the upside. And I'm really thinking that memes are still going to be a part of this bull cycle, especially more so the bigger memes like Pepe and Bonk and Brett, Bobo, Ponky, those kind of memes. They're the big memes. They're the ones got the big communities, and they're the ones who are going to make the real big gains. Just like the Doge, the Shiba Inus in the last cycle. I think Pepe, Ponky, Brett, and Bobo are going to be the ones that make those kind of moves this cycle. But obviously, at the moment, on the monthly, still red. We still got a long way to go. And we can see here, we've got liquidation at the moment levels, short liquidations at 29 million at around about that 61,864. Yesterday, we had a really, really good move by Bitcoin up to the upside. But the next area of importance we've got to get to is that 61,864 to get up there. But if we zoom out and look on the 3 monthly area of the liquidations of shorts, we can see here we've got absolutely 2.56 billion shorts liquidation price there at 71,319. And then we could go with more 1.36 billion at 70,500. We've got a lot of liquidity. And I know I keep saying it in the video that Bitcoin does gravitate back to that liquidity. It will do at some point. I'm pretty sure of it. We just need to get that momentum. The bulls need to keep this rally going ahead. But obviously, we're coming into election year at the moment. That's coming in November, which is really starting to get really starting to get momentum. I think that you do start to vote in the next couple of weeks in certain states. But obviously, what we can see now is we can see Donald Trump is at 53% and Kamala Harris at 46%. Because I know I'm seeing a lot of rumors like they're starting to turn towards crypto. Kamala Harris, actions speak louder than words. If she sacks Gary Gensler right now and she starts to come out with more policies, then obviously I'll be more interested. I'm not American, so I can't vote anyway. But at the moment, we've got Donald Trump going out to the Bitcoin conference and he's talking a lot more about crypto in general, not just Bitcoin. But obviously, a lot of the people in crypto are going to be going towards the party that actually is potentially going to be more support. And Donald Trump seems to be that for the crypto community. For some reason, I don't like getting political. I just don't trust the Democrats from what they've done over these past number of years. I really don't trust them at all. And we can see Donald Trump did have a negative opinion on crypto years back, but obviously, being an intelligent man, he's actually sat there and researched it and done his studies. He's spoken to people, maybe Larry Finks in the world, but obviously that's what my take is at the moment. So let's have a quick look at Bitcoin and why I'm getting a little bit excited on this. Well, basically, we can see this it was back in 2020. We got that downward trend. Then we got what we call a bump and run reversal pattern. And you can see here, we've got that line straight down there. We bumped onto it, come back down, and then broke out, and then hit support again, and then up we go. It's uphill from there. And what we've seen here is the same thing. But what am I seeing? I'm seeing actually of today the same kind of pattern, the bump and run. We come down, we bump onto it, we basically come back down, get into the area of creating support, and then make a way up. But for more confirmation, what I want to see is more volume coming in by the bulls to keep on pushing it up. But at the moment, we're just chopping sideways and ready for that break up to the upside. I think it's coming pretty soon. When, I don't know, but with Bitcoin and crypto, it could actually end up just coming back down a little bit and then moving back up. But if we look at the similarities between the two, you can see there, bumper run, bumper run. And that signal, to me, that pattern is very bullish in my opinion. So it's all about wait and see what happens. Because at the moment, we can see the fear and greed. It's at 39, 71, 29, 26, 39. So we still got a lot of fear in the market. People are very uncertain. Don't forget, we did have a lot of people who got liquidated as well. And last night, actually, we got a lot of liquidations that happened on the liquidation maps. We could say we grabbed that, we came down, grabbed that liquidity, and then pushed up and grabbed a lot of shorts as well. So we got a lot of, yesterday it was a bit of a choppy, up and down. It was like a ripsaw. But obviously, at the moment, we've taken out that liquidity now. And, big one is obviously about 60,850, and then I'm eyeing up this area round about here. So obviously time will tell, and obviously we've got important data coming out this week as well, and then we've got Jackson Hole, which is coming on Saturday as well. I think Jerome Powell might be speaking on Saturday. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check the calendar on that one. But obviously he's going to give us a lot more insight in terms of what the Federal Reserve are going to do in terms of cutting rates. Are we going to get that 25 basis points, or are we going to get 50 basis points? I see some people, economists I spoke to myself, a bit concerned if he goes 50. 25 would be nice, and then later on another cut. But they don't want to go too heavy, too quick, and that. So, but we'll see what happens on Saturday. So on Saturday, it'd be worth watching the Jackson Hole just to get that kind of feel what we're going to get. So let's see what's happening with CRO. So, looking at CRO, and I know I've already been through this, but obviously we've got that UEFA Championship League. I keep on bringing this up because this is massive. This is big. 3 billion football fans will be watching. Not all of them, obviously, are going to be joining Crypto.com, but obviously if you get a small percentage of that, that's going to be great for CRO as well. We've also got the DeFi layer updates on here, but also we've got the F1 Grand Prix. Summer ends, F1 season returns. See you in Zutphen the weekend. And obviously Crypto.com are there as well. That's going to attract many million people to see Crypto.com on those corners. And as well, Crypto.com are a big sponsors. So it's a big year at the moment still for Crypto.com, because obviously we've got that, like I said, with the UEFA Champions League. And now we've also got the F1 as well. Again, that will bring in more users to Crypto.com, no doubt. And will it have an impact on CRO? It might do, it might not do. Obviously, we'll soon see. So all the millions will be watching F1. And don't forget all the millions that will be coming in to watching the football as well. And I keep saying this with Crypto.com, and I know some of you might be getting a bit bored of that, but I am major bullish on CRO coin, because I think CRO coin is going to get to that $1.50 to $2 to $3. We can see, like, on the weekly as well, price action concepts. We can see here we've got a lot of support down here around about that 80 cents mark, but we've also got a bit of resistance from around about 11 pence, because we also know that we did hit that on the wick there. So obviously, are we going to fill that wick up back to the upside at some point? But obviously, if Bitcoin starts moving up as well, obviously that's going to push CRO up as well. But obviously, we've got that falling channel, falling volume. That, to me, again, is quite bullish. Now, obviously, all depends what Bitcoin does. And if Bitcoin starts breaking out to the upside again, then obviously that's going to push a lot of the altcoins up as well. But obviously, we're breaking out now of that area of basically falling down the channel, and now created that area of support. So hopefully, I'm waiting to get that big curvature up, back up to that 11 pence mark again, and try to get back up to that 17 pence mark again, and carry on pushing up like that, because we've got a long way to go to get to that $1 mark. We've got a lot of way to go, but obviously we're just waiting for that alt season to happen. And obviously we've got Bitcoin at the moment, which is now coming up on this big massive ascending wedge, which actually generally is quite bearish and will break down to the downside. And it's starting to look like we're starting to gradually top out. Are we going to get that to that 60% mark and then start pushing down to the downside? And then basically, hopefully, that liquidity will start to run into Ethereum, and then Ethereum into all the rest of the altcoins. That's what we're waiting for. I've got a funny feeling I might be wrong on this, but I think during autumn is going to be the time when the alt season is going to start kicking in, and we're going to start to see those big gains again, like we did early in the year, but even more so. And when obviously if Bitcoin starts getting up to that 80,000, 90,000, or $100,000 mark, well, obviously that liquidity could come in, and that's going to be big for the alts as well. And that's when we start getting to that dollar mark for CRO. That's when I'll be taking out some of my profits for CRO. That's what I'll be doing anyway. Everybody has a very different financial way. People, have different in different situations. But for me, when we're starting that dollar, that's when I'll be starting taking profits. But my target is for that is around about $2. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think CRO is going to get to? What do you think Bitcoin is going to get to in this cycle? Do you think we're going to get to that $100,000 plus, or you think we're just going to basically stay where we are right now? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.